What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Hades. His name is GreenSeaSquash and he's from the F2 clan, and his opponent today in the red color playing as Poseidon. His name is ShadowFaxx. It is a fact that he is a shadow. Is that right? No? I don't know. Marsh is the map. This is the best of the best tournament. The best tournament ever, actually. I think that's what they mean. It's hosted by DoD's very own Shelty, hosting this tournament to prove to the world that he is in fact one of the best of the best. GreenSeaSquash participating in this tournament as well. I don't think this has ever happened. This is a first. Everybody talks and hypes up how good Squash is, so we'll see if he can bring it in this game against ShadowFaxx. ShadowFaxx is actually participating in a myriad of tournaments and doing very well in all of them. And I think he is very, very much in shape here for this game, for this series. I have not been seeing him playing a lot of Poseidon at all, though. So we'll see if this Poseidon works out for him in this matchup or not. Poseidon against Hades. Interesting matchup. Don't see it very often. Normally, when people play Poseidon or people play Hades, normally you see a player think, hey, maybe I'll just go Zeus here. But we're seeing Poseidon and Hades. What does Poseidon have that Hades doesn't, and what does Hades have that Poseidon doesn't? So what are the little bits that are different here for this matchup? So Poseidon's got Ceasefire, which is, or Hermes, which is a big deal. Hermes is going to give him a very, very long amount of time to boom. So you can boom and then cast Ceasefire and then rebuild units as an option, or start building units so you just get ahead on the economy a little bit. Alternatively, you can use Ceasefire to steal a town center. You can also I don't know, use Ceasefire to counter Earthquake in a late game. And all these other things that it does very, very well for. So we'll see. Restoration is the advantage here for Squash, which gives him the advantage in the early game, but sort of falls off a little bit, to be honest. If he doesn't get much out of it early, he's not sure what he can do with it, but we'll see how this game rolls. We've got some relics on the map. We've got the Tail of Cerberus. We've got a Black Lotus. Got a weird temple placement here against Hades, but it is what it is. Ring of Nibelung, and we've also got the Osberg Wagon. There are some juicy relics here. Temple coming up for Squash. Is he going for some sort of Ares rush here? We'll see if ShadowFaxx notices it. This temple is well, it's funny because this might just be a bait by ShadowFaxx, throwing the temple up out of range of town center. And if Squash does go for like an Ares rush and then tries to kill the temple, it just gives ShadowFaxx 4 or 5 militia. Is it 4 militia? Does it say? It won't say. I'm pretty sure it's 4 militia. So if he loses it, he's totally fine. So a little bit of a bait here by ShadowFaxx, I think. But if he was playing different civilization, this would be just a mistake because he would possibly lose that for free. But as Poseidon, it's a different story. There's the Athena, though, for Squash. They're not going for Ares. Gonna have the Minotaur. He's getting some favor here. Needs to get the favor for his Chiron. We see some walls coming up by Squash already, which I don't mind. It's maybe too many villagers doing this, though. He gets them up quickly, though. Does manage to make sure he's going to get access to the Ring of Nibelung very, very quickly. Maybe that'll give away that he's in the middle. But ShadowFaxx hits the Classical Age incredibly fast there. Was that 415? And there's the stable going up. Theseus coming through. No Hippolyta just yet. Maybe build a villager and then Hippolyta. Lots of villagers on wood here. I like that. But double stable here. The Centaur coming in. Going to hit this. Where'd the Ajax go? Oh, he's grabbing this relic. Okay. What's he getting? Black Lotus. Why not? Oh, and a villager snipe there. Nice pick by ShadowFaxx. The crocodile did some damage there onto that villager, and now the centaur gets 1 kill there, maybe 2 as well. There's the Karen coming out. Military Academy. Oh, uses the wall there to get away from the Theseus. Nice play. And the centaur's retreating. Ajax is hobbling behind. Come back here, you vile creature. But Hippolyta also sniping the Minotaur. This is huge. There's a lot of damage done. This Minotaur is supposed to be a big part of the Hades army in the early game, but archery range coming up, and looks like the Hippocon's going to be able to almost snipe the villager. I probably should have finished the archery range, to be honest, but doesn't manage to do so. Coming back, going to finish that one off, and the Minotaur dies without doing anything here. Really, really nice play by ShadowFaxx, and I think the Centaur's still alive, to be honest. Where is it? No, maybe it died. Maybe I missed it. Ajax too fast. Too furious. And the hoplites coming out, but there's still a lot of Hippocon here. Oh, 3 stables. When you see the military academies coming up this far forward, you need to get out Toxotes. Toxotes is really, really big here, but maybe, just maybe, ShadowFaxx can force a restoration here or something. These Hippocon do a very, very nicely early game. But there's the restoration. There must be some lag in this game. I must be, because no way does Squash cast that restoration that late there and lose those units. Those 2 units, very, very low HP, and I know he would have been holding that off to keep those alive, but just uses it too late there and loses those 2 units. Unfortunate for Squash, but really, really good for ShadowFaxx as he's moving in, picking off some more villagers. Not quite picking any of them off, but does manage to keep his Hippocon alive here. There's the second settlement coming up. Hippocon retreating away. And this is this. What's ShadowFaxx's plan here? He's not pumping units out anymore, actually. Second talent center? Does he start production? I think at the very least you keep building Toxotes, right? If you're not going to build Hippocon, don't know. You're going to see the Hades trying to bash through the gate. The town center's going to get up. No doubt about that. ShadowFaxx also can cast Ceasefire if he needs to. Going after the Toxotes here. Totally fine to take these jabs from the Hoplite. The Hippocon do so much more damage to the Toxotes than the Hoplites deals with the Hippocon. And gets a villager kill there as well. Nice play. Keeps the Hippocon alive as well. Town center is up. The units do not manage to make it through here. The Hippolyta and Theseus staying alive. There's the Toxotes getting built now. And we'll see what ShadowFaxx is going to do. Maybe rush Heroic Age here isn't a bad idea. 2 town centers. Because there's nothing in his base that's really open apart from maybe this wood line, I guess. But he can move over to this one if he needs to. Get watchtowers. Hippocon coming around the back. Squash very much out of position here with his army. But nice control here from Squash. He manages to get the Toxotes do fall, but he manages to get the most out of his units here for sure with that control. Really nice push here from Squash. Going to try and take down the Hippolyta. Push off this. Do we see some Hippocon started? Finally, we start seeing them. Was building him from 1? He's only built 1. Very confused here by ShadowFaxx. What is he trying to do? Throwing another archery range down? Stopping production of Toxotes again? Well, it is what it is, I guess. We see some Hippocon or some militia getting picked off. Watchtower picks off a Hoplite? Almost. Guess he stopped the Toxotes production to make watchtowers. Now he's making Hippocon again. Cool. Now Squash coming in. Be hitting these villagers maybe? Not just yet. Stable going down. Not as fast as the Zeus would kill this, but still pretty fast. Like they still do 8 damage. And I'm sure it takes double the amount of time to kill the stable, but it's still quick. There's the second town center up for Squash. A little bit late here. A little bit late. We'll see what he does. Retreating back with his units here. Now ShadowFaxx is looking to move out with his army. Another... You've just got so many military buildings. I mean, I guess. Maybe too many villages on gold at the moment. It is what it is. It's tough to macro Greek a little bit because you never know what you need. Just about to run out of gold on that one there. Squash also way too much gold. Feels bad, man. Whenever you get your second town center, that's when you need to take villagers off of gold. That's what I've decided. I think. Oh, he's going for a third town center here to catch up, I guess. Not a bad idea, but I think this allows ShadowFaxx to sort of do what he wanted to do. ShadowFaxx gets, I think, well, he might be going for this town center, actually. I was going to say, I think ShadowFaxx might be going for, like, Roar of Orthus, Nemean Lions. Well, that was the initial plan, but 3 town center, go to the late game, totally fine here in this matchup for Poseidon. I think Poseidon and Hades late game is very comparable. You get the extra bonus of the Toxoides versus the militia out of all the buildings. So whichever one you value more. Also, you get Hades Shades, which are pretty good in the late game as well for Hades. You do see that Squash moves in, forces the ceasefire. The town center's going up. With 9 villages, this definitely goes up, gives them access to this wood line. Wouldn't mind seeing like another couple of archery ranges here. Pretty sure the correct composition to beat Hoplite Toxotes is like 1 to 3 Hippocon to Toxotes. It just completely destroys the Hoplite Toxotes army. From memory. There's more archery range. Don't have another stable. The Hippocon do give you some more ability to raid, which is pretty important. What is this? Sneaky. Gotta steal your opponent's... Oh, it got spotted. Does ShadowFaxx notice it or not? Oh, he does. He notices he's leaving. Alright. Oh, no, he's not. He's like, oh, maybe he didn't see. Stable going down. I definitely saw. Squash is just like, get out of there. What are you doing? Oh, he builds the stable and he leaves? Doom, doom. Do 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 do. Alright. The Great Escape has been successful. The raids over here, very, very nice here. Using that mobility of Poseidon to push off different resources. Very smart, but Sable gets taken down. 75 wood for 2 militia here. Good trade. ShadowFaxx moving forward. Is the heroic age of either player coming through? Oh, I can just hit this. Boom, boom. Medium cavalry and Apollo coming through. So Squash able to hit the next age first. Farms having to have gone down for ShadowFaxx for some reason, not going after these water buffalo, whereas Squash is also building some farms. That's a little bit surprising. Nice pullback by Squash, but the army of ShadowFaxx pretty brutally strong here. Medium Hippocon will tank these Toxotes for days. You see the militia coming in, helping out. Gonna be jabbing away. Look at the value! Look at the value! Gets a kill! Gets a pick off there. Militia do fall though. Huge value. Hippocon does fall. Toxotes falls. Villagers going down over here. Huge raid here. Squash. He's going to hit Heroic Age first, but he's gone to Apollo. I don't know if Apollo's right in this matchup, because Aphrodite, like, maybe you get value out of the underworld. Maybe. There's no ceasefire here, so probably the right choice, but Aphrodite guarantees an equal late game. So Squash and an equal heroic age as well. At this point, Apollo does not equal Aphrodite. Is ShadowFaxx going next stage? Yes. Aphrodite on the way. Just pushing off gold mines, moving all around the map with his army. It's really, really risky army movements from ShadowFaxx, but I think it's fine because Squash's mobility is so low. But we do see an instant market here from Squash. Check the resources here. Squash with a lot of food, but very low gold at this point. And this is not a fight that Squash can take here. The Toxotes do so much damage. Hippocon able to, with the Manticore coming in, you got to target the Toxotes. He does target them. That damage there. Brutal splash damage. Hippolyta with 3 HP needs to get taken. Does get taken out. Now the Manticore can clean this up. Which is really nice play by Squash. I'm not going to lie, he's managing to deal with these army movements of ShadowFaxx very, very nicely. Question is he too far behind or not? ShadowFaxx has got a lot of resources in the bank and he's holding on to them. Not building units here. This is wild. Instead, immediate market with only 1 villager. It's probably a little bit slow. Build the market with all your villagers here and get the one in the corner. Also, I know you're role-playing as Matrius here, but this market, build it here. Actually, you want to build it here because there's a wood line here, so build it up here and then it'll go straight there. But there's the Nemean Lion curse going down, hits a bunch of villagers. That's about it. Lots of units dead there, and ShadowFaxx with the market is probably goes Artemis to hold on to Earthquake in order to immediately kill an Underworld or something, maybe? Not a bad idea. Is he going Artemis or Hephaestus? There's the Underworld. This is really smart because ShadowFaxx hasn't been making units here. Well, he has been making units. What's happening? Oh, he's got no resources now. Hephaestus is coming. Okay. Good. Lose the villagers, the Manticore. No Manticore, just there's the Manticore, but ShadowFaxx should be able to defend this fairly simply with the Manticore gone, with the town center helping out, the Hades Shades coming in. Just needs to build some more units, maybe hit some raids while this is going on. Not a bad idea. Move them in, but so many military buildings. What's the population? 116 to 128. And Squash is sort of committed to staying in the heroic age for a while now because of this Underworld. And Hephaestus will hit. Lots of villagers on the favor. 5 villagers here in order to get out Torch of Olympus. He's almost got the favor. It only costs 30 on Vubli. Armory coming up. I think it's 30. I always get confused. Nemean Lion coming in. Gonna hit these Toxotes. And the Nemean Lion does go down. But nice defense by ShadowFaxx here. Squash is still here though. You might want to just leave at this point. There's the Hephaestus. Should get an instant Polyphemus here as well, I reckon. You can. So that unit will just completely destroy everything here. There's the caravans coming through with 78 gold. If this was in the corner, you'd probably be getting like 85, I reckon. So it's pretty significant. You could do a little testy test after this game. Now the Colossus coming in. You can just click onto the Underworld passage, to be honest. There's no units that can stop this from killing this. Especially the Chiron. Only does 50, well, it's doing pierce damage. 80% pierce armor. Absolutely crazy. ShadowFaxx is really struggling to produce units here, it looks like. He's just getting sort of overwhelmed. He's got a lot of resources in the bank, but obviously not using auto queue, but just needs to spend his resources and then win the game. Forge of Olympus has already been researched, it looks like. Yep. Copper weapons, mail, shields. Big upgrades coming in. Squash has got none. So as soon as these upgrades come in, Squash is just going to be hurting. How's the tech coming for, or resources looking for Squash? A little bit behind on that. There's Polyphemus coming in though. Big shield. Well, it's a small shield, but a big shield compared to everyone else, I guess. He's going to walk in. Bash away some of these units. This is like Colossus 2.0. He gets, what's his bonus damage? Doesn't get any bonus against buildings, but 21 hack. Colossus has got 50 hack. 50 crush though. So much more. Look at that damage. Does he get a bonus against... He's got to get a bonus against buildings, right? Somebody correct me in the chat. This does not look like 26 damage a shot. That's not. I need to update my tooltip. That's the problem. Underworld goes down. Toxotes running away. More buildings coming up for Squash, trying to sneak them in here, but like, Squash is actually doing fine here, considering he doesn't have a plenty. Why would you go Artemis? I was gonna say, considering Squash doesn't have a plenty vault here, he can, like, he's keeping up on the economy. All he needs to do is go Phistis here, catch up on the armory, and then he's sort of got map control-esque at this point. I don't see Earthquake giving him enough. Maybe he kills this off, but it'll just, like, I don't see his army win. Why are you building a past pist? I'm so confused. I thought a past pist counter hoplites here. Or infantry, not Hippocon. Oh, and the raids are back. ShadowFaxx going after some villagers. Nice reaction by Squash, though. Able to repel this if he pays attention, but he's not. So value for ShadowFaxx here. And ShadowFaxx just needs to make a slow push through Squash here. Nice and calm. Throw buildings up everywhere. There's the Artemis for Squash. Oh, I love the side builds here by ShadowFaxx going up everywhere. Does he have... He's got... Look at this. Divine Blood. 20% extra a build rate. These buildings go up so fast. Would have liked him to send this villager over here and get this one up and this one over here. So it makes, if Squash sees this, it makes him feel like he's prevented it. If he kills the one villager and won't go looking up here, he's going to sneak up anyways. Maybe get some Tyroi push at the back. Tyroi. We got some upgrades coming in. Iron shields, champion cavalry, flood control. Squash getting coinage, flood control, copper weapons. Squash just needs to get his armor, his armory sorted, because he's just so far behind on that. So ShadowFaxx has got about a timing of, I don't know, 5 minutes if he can push. But like Squash's base is so nice. It's like an Oasis town. So both blades basically have the Oasis town. So the ShadowFaxx can build a fortress here and then matriusify it with the wall in order to take this town center down as well. And that's exactly what he's doing. Maybe a little bit too close. Yeah, too close. Right here was the place in that blackness. Obviously I can see that. He can't, but... It's fine if he gets it up. He's got the Divine Blood, so it goes up quick. And look at this Polyphemus. Just completely destroys this town center. And you can't counter him. There's not like a hero comes out and just kills it. Poseidon doesn't do anything. Poseidon bonk is broken, man. Nerf Poseidon in 5.0, guys. I think I should redo my tier list and put Poseidon S tier. Losing this temple's a big deal. That Squash's food advantage here. And the Polyphemus making a retreat. 5 HP Polyphemus. There's no real way to re-heal him. He doesn't have access to Temple of Healing, so not going to help. The idle military from ShadowFaxx. I noticed this a little bit when I watched ShadowFaxx's stream. He never uses that idle military banner, or not enough. It's just sitting in down here. A couple of them, actually. I don't know, maybe he's holding on to him until he gets 3 and he can move up and try and take the town center down. Cheeky Hetairoi here. Doing its stuff. Doxody's pushing through. Got the fortress on both sides here. Oof. Oof. I don't think Squash is ready for these side build shenanigans. He didn't wall this off here and these villagers just snuck through. It's too much. Heliopolis coming through. Do we see anything? Oh, we got a big push here by ShadowFaxx. I like it. It's good. Squash. This is brutal. Squash gets this town center down. I think he still has an earthquake. He could probably earthquake this if he wants. Does he have it? Yeah. And the town center goes down. Huge. Absolutely huge for Squash. Squash has been side building whilst ShadowFaxx has been side building. Big problem here is that neither player has got this upgrade. What is it called? Signal flares. Extra line of sight. It's something you want to get very early in the Mythic Age, or if not before. 150 wood saves you a lot of hassle. This game, this is interesting. If like Squash can just push through this with a Heliopolis at this point, and this is going to be this fortress goes down. There are some Hetairoi coming through, but Hetairoi are useless. So I mean Hannibal Barker, Hetairoi are really good units. Squash just behind on tech. That's the problem. This town center will go back up unless he can get some more Heliopolis in here. Not going to happen. But the fortress does go down. These militia come through. They don't have any upgrades for line upgrades. So one thing ShadowFaxx should be doing is, he might not be aware of it because he is a Nilla player, but he might not be aware of it. You can get medium infantry, heavy infantry, and champion infantry for these militia to boost their HP and damage. Very good. ShadowFaxx just chilling on this fortress over here. He could have been hitting this town center as well. But still... Oh, there they go. The Colossus have finally been moved. Been down 10 population for ages here. Ages. Now they'll come through, but Poseidon can do enough against the Colossus. Colossus is kind of useless against Hades. But Heliopolis pushing in. These are going to get picked off fairly quickly. Do they have engineers? They do. Engineers, big upgrade. Helps a lot against these mason / architects buildings. But there is no masons or architects here for ShadowFaxx just yet. Is he short on resources? A little bit. Just on food. Imagine if he kills this temple, takes the Black Lotus back. Big brain. He probably forgot that relic was grabbed though. But it's helping Squash out a ton in this. Like the extra 10% food gather rate when you've got, what is it, 25 villagers-ish on food? Let's see. He's got 20 villagers on food. So he's basically getting like an extra 2 villagers. So it makes that plenty vault less good, essentially. If my math is correct on... Well, I don't exactly know exactly how much the bonus 10%. Maybe it's more like effective gather rate, or maybe it's nothing. I think it's the same as if you were to get Sacred Cats, I guess. But now Poseidon comes in, can kill off these Colossus. Nice play, obviously, by Squash. Or maybe Divine Blood. Yeah, Divine Blood probably is comparable. I take it all back. It's basically just making that fine, but ShadowFaxx's economy is going to be huge. When are we going to see this? So he's making some Heliopolis. One thing you don't want to be doing in the late game is auto-queuing units or having too many units queued up in your buildings. Because that way you can't do these things here. These units need to basically go ahead and just kind of fall so that you can get 2 or 3 Heliopolis here to push onto this town center. We do see some Hetairoi coming in. Maybe bake 2 Heliopolis, 5 Hetairoi. And this town center goes down. And Squash still struggling to get those upgrades. Still heavy Toxotes. Still no iron upgrades. And this is just because he didn't go Heliopolis. And now he can quick grab the relics. Quick. Quick. I think ShadowFaxx sees the victory in sight, but Squash isn't going to give it to him easily. This is Heliopolis going after the fortified town center here. Well, turns out Divine Blood is a plus 1% gather rate, so it's not very good. Oh, that's the carry capacity. Does that help? There you go. What was that? Did I just see Titans? I did. Squash going Titan here. Of course Squash goes Titan. Why not? I don't know if it'll be enough. The Heliopolis and Lone Hetairoi. Why not? Going after the town center here. We've got Masons. We've got Signal Flares. The Hetairoi is getting targeted down. Squash not paying attention to it. Too much going on. He's going after this town center again. Third Heliopolis coming in. This is it for Squash, it looks like. Losing this town center. Tal's going up with Divine Blood. Absolutely insane. Now the villagers coming over to try and take these Heliopolis down, but they just 650 HP is a lot of HP. The town center falls. ShadowFaxx, he's losing his own town center, but he is dealing with it. Polyphemus can come over and prevent this one here. See some buildings coming up for ShadowFaxx. He should have thrown these up before he went, because now he can like build some units. If he has the levy upgrades or whatever it is, I don't think he has them, but he can build them really, really quickly out of this and then hold on to this. A wall here with a Petropolis to keep this down, but Titan comes through. Where does he put it down? Maybe you have to put it down in this corner just to be extra safe. Yeah, that's where he's going with these villagers. There it is. And the question is, what does ShadowFaxx do? Can he get his own Titan out? Or can he prevent that from going up? He's just going to prevent the town center from going up. Polyphemus will stay alive for quite some time here. So much damage! Whack! Whack! Actually, that's true. Earthquake's still here. This is Squash's plan. Squash is trying to save his Earthquake for the enemy Titan Gate. He's got buildings everywhere. Ooh, Gastrophety without Burning Pitch, not the best. Once Gastrophety get Burning Pitch, they do so much damage. But without him, they're kind of useless. Meanwhile, we've got some guard towers going up for Squash in order to hold on to this town center. Smart move, but Petropolis should start coming out with walls. Got some more Colossus coming in. Need to see Perseus. This Titan Gate's almost up. 33%. Question is... Oh, a Hetairoi coming in. We've got walls. These aren't going to be enough. 5 for Hetairoi. Does he have the... Oh, he doesn't have the big upgrade. Look at this. An extra 20% hack damage. And that's also... That's just a lot of extra damage. What do they do? 250% against buildings? He's not going for it though just yet. Well, now he comes in. Like these Hetairoi aren't going to pick this off, but they will open the floodgates maybe. If ShadowFaxx wants to pay attention to it. And ShadowFaxx is getting his own Secrets of the Titans. Maybe. I mean, he's not going to be able to get it up though because Earthquake. Right? And now it's looking like Squash can just come over and get this town center back. No buildings over here. What's ShadowFaxx doing? His trade's awful for some reason. He must have like lost a lot of it. He needs to pick off these buildings here, I guess. But his trade's really bad. Now he's got some resources. Where'd they come from? He had no resources. Now he's got tons. I think he's trying to spam units at the front here. Had them all queued up in the back. I don't know. Squash gets his town center back. Not an easy man to kill, Squash, but he's trying hard to die. That's for sure. There's the Titan. It's just about to pop for Squash. You can come in, clean this up, or better yet would be just go straight for your opponent's base, because you've managed to hold this here. So no sense in sending it over here. Really, really good play by Squash to stay alive here. There's the Titan. Ready to move forward. That damage he does. 70 hack, 70 crush plus. Crazy bonus. 1900%. Wait, 400% versus buildings? 1900% versus Titans. What? Why are you going this way? Oh, the wall's here. Okay. How far until ShadowFaxx has got his Titan gate? He's already got it. He's not going to place it though. He can't place it. Wait, does he have it? I don't know how to see. I think he cancelled it. He cancelled it. And Squash is... There are these heroes, and the heroes are pretty good. Look at the damage the Polyphemus does. That is... Squash. Look at the damage that this Titan doesn't do to him. Oof. That's crazy. And then ShadowFaxx is just going to deal with this Titan with Heliopoli and Polyphemus. If he can. We'll see if it works out for him. This game... I think maybe Squash's best bet here is actually to build a Wonder in this corner right now. If I'm completely honest. Because I feel like this Titan is not going to be enough. I reckon if he builds the Wonder, the Titan will be able to do enough damage that the Wonder will be able to win him the game. But I don't think the ShadowFaxx loses just because of the Titan difference here. But this has been the whole reason I think that Squash went Artemis, so he can get a Titan and ShadowFaxx can't. We'll see. It's like, look what damage it does though. This Titan just dies so quickly to these Heliopoli. Boom. Damage. Town center goes down, more Heliopoli. Doing their thing. But meanwhile, like... What's the plan? Fortresses? Yes. Getting nice and forward here. Towers everywhere. Titan's still got a lot of HP, a lot of killing to do. When you go through here, you got to clean up the farms as well. Look at the damage. The farms all die. And that means that your opponent has to reset those farms as well. It's a lot. Town center does go down, but the trade of the town center for like 2000 HP, it does it every single time. It's like, Titan's dead very soon, and then ShadowFaxx can just continue as if nothing happened. I mean, it's back to like an equal game, I guess. What's all the favor for? Oh, he's getting a Wonder. Surely this favor here is for the Wonder. You realize he's got no favor. He needs... Or maybe it's for more fortresses? I don't know. Not sure. But you take this town center down, right? And then you have to throw watchtowers up. With the gold colossus and everything. Look at this. Stein goes down very shortly, I think. Is he got burning pitch? No. Why is he missing burning pitch? I'm not sure if it does any bonuses against the Titan, but seems like an odd one to forget about. Now the fortresses are all up here for Squash, and he can I reckon he can pretty easily keep this down, I think. What's the storehouse for? Is he short on wood? Yes, he is. Very short on wood. What's the trade situation on it? Oh, pretty poor. Squash gonna go after the markets maybe? With the Titan? Stop the gold income? There's still a lot of gold. There's still a lot of gold mines on the map. But obviously don't need to gather from them. Guard tower going down. Do see some militia popping out. He's got to kill the other one, but maybe maybe ShadowFaxx fixes his market into the corner now. Militia. Oof. Let these guys do some damage here. 900 HP left. But the town center's down. I don't see how ShadowFaxx defends this now. Well, what's he doing up here? Raiding the... This is huge. Raiding the trade route. Like, Squash hasn't put the walls back up. He hasn't put all the walls back up, and now ShadowFaxx can just, like, kind of just put these units into the trade route and stop paying attention to him. Tower's going up for ShadowFaxx in order to try and prevent this, or keep this town center being in the game. I think the Titan... Oh, maybe he gets this because Polyphemus is in the back and the Heliopolis is down. Maybe this town center falls as well. And Squash can push even harder. The village is coming into the fray. 500 HP. Let's see. 500 going down. Boom. Damage. Nah, the Titan dies before this goes down. Maybe better would have been to kill some houses or something. GG Squash's Titan. Maybe Earthquake here? Just to, or something? I don't know. You Earthquake here. Kill this town center. Guarantee yourself a win here. Heliopolis coming in, gonna kill these guard towers, and then the guard towers coming up for Squash in the back. Really, really nice. Meanwhile, this is really big. These Toxotes can just sit in this trade route. He should alt S them though. If he hasn't already. No, he hasn't. Or maybe defensive stance. They're gonna run into the guard tower and get cleaned up. Meanwhile, it's looking like well, ShadowFaxx is sort of still fine. Wait, where's all the units of Squash though? Squash is killing all the buildings with his Heliopolis, but he's not making anything to kill off the militia that are defending here. This game... This game's not going to end now. Squash needs Toxotes. He needs Toxotes. He's not making Toxotes. Why not? Militia coming in, going to hit the villages. Nice raids. Utilizing all of the power of Poseidon here. Does he have upgrades for these yet? Oh, he's got medium infantry. Yay. The militia are going to become strong. Big and strong. Fortress going down now as Polyphemus and Colossus taking everything down. Oh, and this is happening right now. That's why the side builds so very, very good. Petropolis, guard tower push. Gastropheti are here, but what do they do? Is he trying to kill off the Petropolis? What's he doing with it? And Squash taps out in the 40th minute of this game. Not able to win even with a Titan. What a game by ShadowFaxx. Though this game would be over if Earthquake was cast. Cast Earthquake here, then this population is wasted and you can keep pushing forward. And these, what, just Toxotes or a Chimera or something to help out against the militia. Build 2 Chimera maybe. Like, what is going on with 137 pop? He has more resources even without Placevault. What's going on there? That's wild. All resources at the end. He's got nothing left in the end. Nothing in the tank. What a game. Well played by ShadowFaxx. Taking the first game. If you enjoyed this game, please hit the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.